Good morning all. I am here with the lovely Lynne Rowe. Hello Lynne.
Hello Sara.
Lynne is big friend of Blacksheepwools. Ooh, how long have you been shopping here, do you think?
Just such a long time.
Yeah, and Lynne also does workshops for us.
I do.
She is a crochet designer, blogger, knitting designer, and then a bit of an expert on mindfulness. Now,
Get in there.
mindfulness is not a natural fit for me because
No.
I'm a bit million miles an hour, a million
Yeah.
things on the go at once. But coincidence, Lynne was always coming in today and we were always going to have this chat, but this morning I've been to physio because I've got a really, really sore shoulder. And when I literally came in straight away and bumped into you in the shop, didn't I? And said to her, right, this is what's happened. And Lynn's automatically given me exercises to do and so on. Because my sore shoulder is caused through the way I sleep, but also caused through knitting and sitting like this. And this is a large part of mindfulness in terms of how you sit and so on, isn't it? And the way you embrace what you're doing.
So if you were practicing mindfulness without knitting and crochet, you would sit properly anyway.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you do that, especially with your knitting and crochet, because what we all tend to do with our knitting or our crochet is that we hunch over a little bit and we bring the top half of our body down towards our knitting instead of sitting upright
which is definitely
and
me.
lifting our knitting up. So what you want to do is you do want to sit on a chair with your feet touching the floor and not cross-legged, no cross
See,
legs.
I actually sit with my feet up on a...
That's fine, that's okay
Yeah.
as well. But then the problem with doing that though is that you automatically then are concertinaing down with your back because your legs are outstretched. Whereas if you sit on a chair and your knees are bent, you will automatically sit better because your back will be straighter. So you do want to have a straight back.
Because it's bizarre, because I've been struggling with headaches recently, and today the physio said to me, well, one of the reasons you're getting headaches is because you're doing this. And really scarily, the physio I'm seeing is a friend of mine and she's known me for years. My spine is curving, which made me go, I can't crochet on it anymore.
Well, I've also been seeing physio over the past sort of, just since before Christmas. It wasn't necessarily from knitting, more from jogging. So that's caused me a lot of problems.
Good for you.
I haven't actually done any running, I'm too scared. But anyway, I was told too that my spine had a slight curvature. So what I've been trying to do is, if you can imagine when you're sitting on your chair that you've got your back supported as well with either a bolster cushion or just a couple of cushions into the small of your back to push into your back. If you imagine that you want to grow upwards, imagine somebody's pulling a string up to the top of your head, you automatically then rose by about 2 centimetres in height. So
it's true, because I'm guessing
exactly,
just always like that.
You're always, we all do it, everybody does it, we're always a little bit rounded. So you want to pull yourself out of your midriff, up towards the ceiling, but also at the same time really push your shoulders back so that your shoulder blades are meeting in the middle. I know that's not going to be, you're not going to completely meet in the middle, but imagine you're trying to hold a pencil in between your shoulder blades. And then really, I know it seems a bit extreme, kind of a bit like this, but that's the kind of position that you want to be sat in when you're knitting.
And it's funny because you just automatically
and you
relax into yourself,
automatically
don't
keep
you?
sinking in, but maybe set a little timer every half an hour, or you shouldn't be sitting knitting for more than an hour anyway. You shouldn't sit at a computer for more than an hour without getting up for 5 minutes and having a really good stretch.
See, I don't do that. I will just, if I get peace and quiet, I will just sit there and lose myself.
You really should get up at least
good advice.
once an hour for 5 minutes. Go and make yourself a drink. Just walk around the room. Really stretch. You can stretch your arms up. So stretch one arm up and look upwards at your hand.
I was also told this morning to be doing this one for my shoulder.
You do have to be careful if you haven't got full mobility. You know, you need to check with a doctor or whatever. But you can just put your arm up and just push your arm to the right, but pull with this arm. So you're putting resistance.
I can really feel it.
So
in
you
this.
can feel. So you can do things like that, and then swap to the other one. And also you can twist your neck to the side, but be very careful, do it quite gently. And if you want to pull this arm whilst you twist,
It's not something I've ever really thought about.
And find a time of day to do these little exercises. I do mine in the shower, believe it or not, just because that's my time where I know if I do this and the hot water's on my neck, I'm not going to hurt myself anymore. So yeah, you really do need to think about your posture all the time.
It's really ironic that I had this morning, because then I'm saying, so this is not an option for me not to knit, so watch, but right, well I need to see you for a few weeks, but these are, say, the type of things I should be doing in the meantime.
And when you're knitting, try to bring your knitting up.
Right,
so,
okay.
Not, not
is there a difference in the type of knitting? So we were having a conversation before, and Lucy, who works with us, was saying she's better with continental.
Yeah.
Can different types of knitting help?
Yeah, I've had a few people come to my classes where they've realised that they have a problem once they start knitting. So they didn't really necessarily know that they had maybe rheumatism or something like that. And they've gone to the doctor, and the doctor has said, well, you can't knit because you're not going to be able to hold your needles and knit. But you can try different ways to knit. Yeah. So instead of the
traditional UK way,
sort of way that we tend to knit in the UK, you put your needle in, you take the yarn around and pull it through. Well, this action is quite strenuous. It can cause quite a lot of elbow, sort of tennis elbow, that sort of thing. So if you do continental knitting, where you hold the yarn in your opposite hand and you're just picking and you're not doing all actions, so you could try, but you might have to teach yourself and go onto a YouTube channel and watch somebody. But that is definitely an option. And the same with crochet. The sort of regular way that people hold is yarn in one hand and hook in the other hand, and they crochet with the two hands. But if that causes you problems, because you are twisting all the time, and so it can cause you problems with both hands really. Some people put the hook in and then wrap the yarn with the same hand, a little bit like knitting.
Right.
And again, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, that's how I crochet, and people tell me it's wrong. No, it's not wrong, because it might be the best way for you to crochet, because it won't give you the health problems.
Surely there can't be a right or wrong way to do anything to do with knitting or crochet. You just do what
the
works for you, surely.
Yes, exactly. So don't worry about experimenting and trying to find a different way, because that different way may just take the pressure off the part of your body that's causing you a problem.
Right, okay.
So I would recommend that. But if you do have constant pain, I would definitely recommend going to a doctor.
Don't delay it. I've been ignoring it, and then sort of went today, and I am now in agony where she's pushed and pulled me, but it feels so much better when I'm moving.
It
already.
will get better.
Okay.